Okay, so I wanted to just pop on really quick and share something with you guys because I would imagine a lot of you as light workers are feeling this really weird energy. And so I was doing an event on Monday night, and in that event, I was channeling the three guides of the light. But just before I started to channel them, another ascended master came through, Sanat Kumara. He kind of like swooped in with this really short but intense message that in the next 3 days, over the next 3 days, time would slow so that those of the light could intervene. And I remember kind of seeing the visuals when he was telling me, and I was kind of like, well, what do you mean? And what I understood was that time on the surface as we're experiencing it in 3D would appear the same, but time in the undercurrent would be slowed. And so that was so that they could infiltrate light. They could infiltrate to prevent events that didn't need to happen, that wouldn't benefit our greatest good in terms of lessons and any such thing. And so they had an ability to do that and to intervene with a huge energy of it being today. Now, this difference in time between the time above that we're perceiving and the time in that undercurrent is different enough that those that are light workers are feeling really wonky, really edgy, nauseous. Again, like we talked about, when you're adjusting to time and two things aren't matching up, it creates a disharmony in your body, which often leads to those physical symptoms. And so we have another day and a half of this kind of energetic signature. So once we hit January 22nd, we should be clear of this disharmonic two timeline frequencies happening. But the beautiful thing is this timeline was to prevent something happening. And that something that I'm talking about was to prevent the exit of a leader today that would not benefit. And I was shown last night before I went to bed, I was shown that there was a swift change in the wind that was happening that was connected to what could have been a potential assassination. That then after that was followed by this vision of beautiful red satin moving down these stairs. And I didn't quite understand them. I asked the questions. I was like, well, who is it? Who's the person laying down? It felt very much connected to the inauguration. What is the red satin? I didn't know what that was. And then as the things unfolded today, and the energies were immensely intense for me specifically this morning, I could see how pieces of those events shifted timelines, and this beautiful energy of light and peace and harmony infiltrated through to prevent something that would not benefit the greater collective. No matter what your feelings are on one party versus another party, it wasn't about that. It was about the greater collective purpose in moving forward in ascension would not benefit from such an event. So it was averted in these precise moments. But what's happening is, for those of us that are really in tune to energies, cosmic frequencies, we're feeling that disharmony of those moments and trying to move through them and make sense of it. And it's triggering all kinds of different things. So what I would encourage you guys to do is, now that you have an understanding, feel if this understanding resonates for you and if it answers some of the questions of the craziness that you're feeling. And if it does, awesome. It's perfect. That's exactly what it's meant to do. If it doesn't, maybe the energies are triggering something else for you. And if that's the case, perfect, because then it's an opportunity for you to clear it. But as always, what I'm doing is offering information as I get it from Spirit. And so we had a very beautiful shift in energy today that I didn't know necessarily what it was about until it was made clear to me. And it just shows the trajectory that Spirit is really showing up for anything dark. Spirit's going to show up with an equal opportunity of light to transform and transmute it. So I'll leave you guys with that for now. And I hope that you guys are all feeling a lot better by the 22nd.